How many games do you on, right?
Ik speel mostly die spelletje. Kunnen we daar?
Wow! En dat is een jammer.
Stop
Kijk hier. Je speelt, wie is jij?
Die Commander.
Jij speelt in de Giants.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the magnificent city of Atlanta. Used to be the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad here. That's why they still sound the train horn inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. On the visitor sideline, Todd Bowles, year 4 as the head man in Tampa, following 3 years and a Super Bowl title as their defensive coordinator. On the other side, Raheem Morris for 3 years, the head coach of the Buccaneers. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen. We're ready to start year 2 together in the booth. And we are underway here in Atlanta. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons come out there led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week 1 of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you. You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Check go. On 1st down, right back to Robinson. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Falcons, 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10.
On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Anthony Walker there to make the tackle. From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Penix. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark. 4th down, and the Falcons turn to Younghoe Koo for the field goal. His kick is good. And the Falcons will take a 3-0 lead.
And And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking like, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So on 4th down, Riley Dixon on to punt for Tampa Bay. Back deep, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. So, Greg, here come the Atlanta Falcons, 8-9 last year, in it right down to the wire. However, 7 straight losing seasons. What are the keys here for getting this turned around for the Falcons?
And obviously all eyes are going to be on Michael Penix. It's going to be on the quarterback. It was a very strange situation last year. Not only the money they gave Kirk Cousins in free agency, but then only a couple weeks later, Mike, they shocked the NFL world in a lot of ways by drafting Michael Penix, which told you just how good they thought he was. He was magical coming out of college. So the question is, all right, Michael Penix, you're the guy. There's no question. There's no uncertainty. You are the starting quarterback all offseason leading up to week 1. Well, here is your moment. Make this team yours, put them on your back, and lead them because there's a lot of really good pieces, especially on the offensive side of the ball. This should be a very competitive team in what's not a great division in the NFC South.
Rolling to the left. He's going to keep it himself. And good work here defensively. They force him out after a gain of just a yard. And now it's 3rd down. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead.
Younghoe Koo on for the field goal.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Greg, as the Bucs come out, maybe this team is the most underappreciated in the NFL. 4 straight division titles, consistency. This is a Tampa team that in the post-Brady era has done really well in terms of sustaining their success.
Oh, there's no question, and you have to give a lot of credit to the job that Todd Bowles has done. He's taken advantage of a down division, the NFC South, a lot of teams finding their quarterbacks, kind of rebuilding from some better times in years past, and then the job they have done not only replacing offensive coordinators the last couple of years, but also the job they've done with Baker Mayfield. He was a guy like that was left for dead. The career looked all but over. He goes from riding the bench in Carolina to a quick little spurt that probably saved his career out with Sean McVay and the Rams, and the next thing you know, he's the guy filling in behind Brady, and all he has done is win the division every year since.
Formation for Tampa Bay.
This is taken at his own 30. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense ready to get back to work. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 6-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta. After this, they'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he is going to have that Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 on 3rd and 2.
And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the
From the gun, here is Penix. Right side, catch made by McLeod. And they'll take this down inside his 35.
That's another Falcons first down.
Going now, Penix on 1st down. A ball deep for the end zone. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Is in on the coverage.
Here's Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17.
Off the play fake. Here's the lefty Penix. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll be 2nd down. Penix going to throw again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 10.
To throw again. It's Penix. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Falcons will open up a 9-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. So, Greg, let's pull back big picture and talk NFC South for a second, a division that you know so well. We've got teams that have been to the Super Bowl in the last 15 or so years out of this division, yet people overlook it at times. Maybe they've overlooked how good Tampa's been the last 4 years, too.
Well, it's funny, Mike, you think it wasn't very long ago that the NFC South was the toughest division in football. I mean, you mentioned Super Bowl teams. Tampa Bay won one recently with Brady. And then Atlanta, they make a Super Bowl with Matt Ryan. And New Orleans, and obviously the success they had with Drew Brees. And Carolina, we played in the Super Bowl. I mean, this was a division you didn't want to play. Now, they've all fallen on their resets. New coaches, new quarterbacks. Tampa Bay has done the best job weathering and taking advantage of their rebuild and their next era in the midst of a down division. So, big reason they've won 4 in a row. Can Atlanta, can Carolina, New Orleans, can they catch up? Because right now, like you said, Tampa Bay has been the dominant team in this division.
Greg, you lived it, you know it. While these may not be the biggest markets in the league, the rivalries amongst these teams really elevates what you see when you watch the NFC South go head-to-head, too.
Yeah, and over the years, there's been some major games played between Hall of Fame quarterbacks in uniform for all these teams. So it has a lot more history and a lot more, kind of relevance than maybe it feels as of late. The markets are a little smaller. The teams have been down. They might not have the premier star players that they had in past generations. So they've got to continue to rebuild these rosters, continue to have these new coaches find their footing. And, we might be a year or two away from the NFC South getting back to what it used to be.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. Now, screen set up for Irving. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get their man, and it's no gain.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
Baker Mayfield sacked. A loss of a yard. And it's 4th down.
On 4th down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This, about as short as you can get. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucs are on the board just before halftime.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And he's going to be out of bounds. 0-0 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return is Trey Palmer. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. The Bucs offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. Baker going to give it to Irving. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
They'll go again here with Irving. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain of 17 yards. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
1st and 10.
They go play action with Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
A gain of 41 yards on the play. That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and goal.
Here's a run. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
To throw is Mayfield. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd.
That's Ibuka in motion. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime, each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more, and you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, you know, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival, so you won a coin toss and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten a stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field, a lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow come overtime.
2nd and 7.
At the 33-yard line.
Cousins gonna throw. He's got his tight end, Cotoriano. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down.
Here's Cousins throwing from the pistol. Toward the left side, he gets back to Mooney. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. On first down, Cousins. He's got it at the 3. And the Falcons going to be set up with first and goal. Raheem Morris consulting with his staff above, and they decide to throw the challenge flag here. At issue, did the ball cross the goal line? A reminder, it just needs to be the tip of the football just breaking the front of the plane where that white goal line begins. And it needs to be indisputable, which can sometimes be difficult with all those bodies in there. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Ray McCloud. Touchdown, Falcons. It felt like they needed a touchdown. Greg, in the worst way, after getting those early field goals to find the end zone. Big boost for this offense.
And it felt like they really needed it, as you said, Mike, to come away with 3 previous drives ending in field goals and not being able to cross it over the goal line for 6. It starts to wear on you as an offense. You start having a little doubt, saying, hey, can we finish any of these drives? Now they finally do, and we can expect this to kind of start to roll throughout the rest of this game.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Jesse Bates, the veteran safety, able to come flying in, and he records the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. That's over the middle and caught by Ibuka. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it third and 7.
Now Mayfield. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
Complete to number 13, Mike Evans. Again, a play. First down, Buccaneers.
To throw is Mayfield. There's a reception for Chris Godwin. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's first and goal.
It's a gain of 52 yards. That's another Buccaneers first down. First and goal, Tampa Bay.
Throwing is Baker. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Cade Otton. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Ray McLeod on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 35, here's second and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
Another run here for Robinson. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. From the 39, here's a first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Cousins. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. They'll run it here with Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Third and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. That's caught left side by Pitts. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Now, Cousins. That's going to be caught. And he's going to get there. He's got the first down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the give, it's Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Right at the line of
Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. A quick throw here, going to be taken by London. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
At the 15-yard line.
And here's Bijan. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And the Falcons are going to have first and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Falcons, first down. First and goal.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. He'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
Down at the 2-yard line. A pickup of 2.
A little closer. Here's second and goal. One more time, it's Robinson. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Atlanta.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. With that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Buccaneers 13.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's to midfield. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin then. The Buccaneers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is first and 10. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores, and it's first and 10. To the left side, to Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. This is first and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the fourth quarter. A one-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation. Take a couple knees. Get on with the win.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll run with Robinson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Second down, Cousins. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Here's first and 10. Throwing now, Cousins. Left side, he's got McLeod. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left. left for the defense. That should do it.
At the Buccaneers' 15-yard line.
Cousins now on second down. Forced to his right. And this is going to be a touchdown. They're going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. On is Coop for the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Buccaneers 20.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Palmer now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
That's good for a first down.
They send Evans in motion.
16 yards.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Baker is going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10?
180!
Here we go. One final play. In trouble, and down he goes. So it's a win here for the Falcons. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1.